Hey, this is Karila with MetalLife.com. I am here outside of the Roxy Theater with the one, the only Digestor of Ghoul.
Hello.
How are you doing, man?
Pretty good. Very tired and sweaty, but it was a good show that we just played, and I'm glad to be here in Los Angeles.
You did just play a pretty killer set.
Yeah.
How tired are you guys right now?
I think we're about ready to go home. It's been 3 weeks now on the road, and you can only eat so many Americans. They're so fat, you get so sluggish, and I've been gaining a lot of weight on this tour because of all you fat fucking Americans that we've been eating.
Your metabolism isn't quite what it used to be?
No, I'm getting older, and it's not pretty,
You guys are just about to end this tour tomorrow, actually. What are your plans after that? Are you gonna head back to Creepsylvania and?
Yeah, we'll probably jump on a tramp steamer back to Creepsylvania, and we're gonna start writing a new album because all sorts of crazy shit. We have to tell the tale of that place. It's a fucking wild place.
So I guess that leads me to my next question about Hang 10. Here, it was a very well received EP. What is your follow up to that?
Well, the next one is going to be a full-length album. It's going to be like a normal Ghoul album. And Hang 10 was really like kind of an oddity, weird thing that's not the direction we're taking or anything like that. On the next album, it's going to be more like the other ones, more straightforward metal and stuff. So that's what we're going to do next.
More like kind of like Maniacs, but less.
Yeah, more like Maniacs, Transmission Zero, that kind of stuff.
Oh, Transmission Zero, that's my favorite. That's my favorite. Now, we did talk about your your love for surf riffs, and I'm just curious, because I've never been to Creepsylvania. Are you guys able to surf? Is that your inspiration for all these surf riffs? I mean, I wasn't sure if Creepsylvania had beach access or what that really inspired you.
There's a swamp there. Sometimes we try to surf in it, but we just end up sinking into the mud. So no, there's not really any real surfing. But once in a while we'll take a headstone and ride it down a grassy hill or something like that. But that's about all we can do there. There's no ocean there or anything. It's all just muck and slime. There's no waves.
So something that your Ghoul Maniacs have been loving is that you guys started, well, I guess Cremator kind of took that up for you. You kind of took the spotlight on the advice column, on your little segments of video and stuff like that. And the one time you tried it, he just busted you out. Yeah. So how did you guys think about this?
Well, Cremator likes to help people, I guess. I don't really care. I'd like to see them all die. So, helping people doesn't really appeal to me that much. But he has a soft spot for the rest of humanity. And so, I think that's where he's coming from. He would like to help them before he hurts them.
I'm kind of curious how you guys even got that Mesmatron to work. There can't be good reception in the catacombs.
No, there's no reception. It's a total shit. But we had to run a big wire up through the catacombs up to the surface, and there's a little antenna that we made out of tinfoil, and so it's good enough.
That seems like a lot of work for Ghoul.
We don't have that much else to do there, It's just really digging up bodies and fucking around, getting drunk, and playing metal riffs. So
how come I never hear Ghoul record any cover songs? Do you just end up eating all the musical artists who you like to cover? Or?
We have some cover songs. We did the Intermediate Hardcore release, the EP, and it's all covers of punk songs. And we have a couple covers on the albums here and there, but we don't do that much of that. Tonight we played 2 covers in the set: Agnostic Front and Fearless Iranians from Hell. So we do things here and there, but it's not like a huge part of the band.
You guys did that Agnostic Front cover with some members of Black Anvil.
Yeah.
That was very interesting. How to get along with those guys?
Oh, they're great guys. I really appreciate how bad they smell. That's my favorite part about it. They smell like rotting pig carcasses, and it makes me hungry and turns me on at the same time. So I really appreciate that aspect of Black Anvil. But they were a perfect match for this because they used to be in a band called Kill Your Idols, a New York hardcore band.
Right.
So a legitimate New York hardcore band coming up and doing an Agnostic Front cover. It seemed like a fit like a glove.
Right. I didn't see the local openers around, but how do you guys interact with any of the local bands at all, or
usually the locals we end up killing them at the end of the show, so we do a little interaction. You could call it interaction, but it's mostly us tying them up, disemboweling them, and decapitating them. But it's probably the most exciting thing that's going to happen to them, so we don't feel too bad about it.
That's true, and their band name was Doesn't Matter, so I'm sure it really doesn't matter.
Perfect.
And my last question for you is that we're coming up on a holiday, at least here, that we like to celebrate, Halloween. So I'm wondering if you guys... No, you've never heard of it.
Halloween.
We all dress up like monsters, I guess.
Who would do that?
Different.
That's so stupid.
I know, but we basically dress up and get uglier than we already are. And now you think we're ugly already. Any holidays we should know about that you guys celebrate in Creepsylvania?
Well, there's the annual Beat Day, and they celebrate that every year up there in Creepsylvania. And
What's that?
It's they celebrate the beet harvest by eating a bunch of beets and then throwing up, and that's fun. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's a kick a gypsy day, and that's when they gather all the gypsies from the outskirts of town and they kick them in the town square until they bleed. And that's about it. They don't do a lot of holidays. There's just nothing really to live for there or be happy about.
Right. Gotcha. Well, thank you so much, Digester, for spending some time here with Metal Life Magazine. Have a safe trip back to Creepsylvania, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you.